on hop in.
Okay, thank you.
What are you
Oh,
doing in
Senor
prison?
Doc. Um, I was helping a dear friend of mine, and I got really hurt in the process of it, and I don't think I'm ever going to help that person out again because I usually don't come into this place.
I see. Who was that friend that? If you don't mind me asking.
You know, pinche, I got a really good friend of mine named Yay Hob, the
I
Hobbler,
see.
the Hobgoblin.
I see.
Yeah, my. Go ahead if you're gonna answer that.
Hey, Burke. Can I call you back in like a few minutes? Is that all right?
Yeah, do I sound like a human being or no?
I hope so. I mean, mostly.
Okay, yeah, I'll just making sure, my phone.
All
I
right.
don't
Yeah,
know if
you
it's
sound
like
you sound fine.
messing up or something.
All right. I'll call you
All right,
back soon.
appreciate it.
Bye
All
bye.
right, bye.
Broke that.
Senor, you got a new haircut?
I I normally wear a wig. You see, but it's been pretty uncomfortable lately.
I could never tell.
That's
You
that's the point. Yeah.
you know how to put that shit on. You look a little bit different though from the last time I seen you.
What's happened, Benny?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot to catch up on.
Yeah. Have you spoken to your primo?
The what I like to call the clone.
Sorry?
Yeah, they cloned my cousin. It's not really him.
You don't think that's
Whatever
Edgar?
happened, whatever happened, amigo. I just look. I trusted you back then, and I'm still gonna trust you now. Okay? Because you've never given me a reason to not trust you. But it's kind of fucking freaky how everybody's saying that number one, you get kidnapped, right? Oh, Richard kidnapped. Richard not kidnapped, he dead. You'll never see Senor Dark again. Then all of a sudden I see you and you looking different. And then I see my primo and he looking different. I'm feeling like people are getting cloned around this motherfucker. Just saying. So I don't know if I'm talking to the real Senor Dark or I'm talking to a pinche clone.
Well, follow your train of thought for a minute. If I was a clone, what would what would be my tell? That I'm a clone and not the real one.
I don't know. That's where I'm lost and to be honest, I'm kind of scared. I've seen so much shit the past couple months that to the point where I had to leave for 2 weeks. I went to Japan, the land of Japan, and I went to try to figure out how can I come back and see more clearer here in the city. So I tried to pick up Buddhism and it didn't work out.
That's a shame.
And yeah, it is. It is. And Senor Dark, I feel like during the midst of everything when I first talked to you and then whatever happened to you happened. I don't know why. I just felt like I could have done more during the time. I was backstabbed like crazy last month. I tried to rally everybody together. Everybody was telling me, oh, nobody's talking to me about this. I want to help. So I tried to get people to work together. And guess what? I get fucked. I thought I was doing things the right way. So I went about a different way. You're going to be so disappointed when you hear what I did. You probably never want to like ever talk to me again, but I was lost.
You made a deal,
If
didn't you?
I didn't make a deal to just get Edgar. If I wanted to do that, I would have done that when I first come back 3 months ago. I would have walked to Norman. And I would have told him, I want my primo, let's make a deal. This guy, Senor Bong, brought my cousin back for about 5 minutes. Had him there on the island of Purgation. People were seeing him,
The
and they
unlocker.
stabbed him. And my primo disappeared in the thin air. So the people that seen it, they called me. They say, Benny, he's here, come now. So I get in the car and I start driving fast, going so fast I drop everything. I go over there and then they tell me, oh, never mind, he's gone again. So I get pissed. I didn't go to the lighthouse, but I went down more south. There's like some houses and some homes over there, and I just there was a little house over there. I started throwing stuff at it, and I was upset. I was almost screaming at the top of my lung, and then I get a call. I get a call from Senor Bonk, and he said, "I know you know what happened. I know that you know people have seen things. When you get back in your car, you better not go nowhere or come to the lighthouse." And I told him, Senor, that cannot happen. And he say, if I don't do it, people are gonna die. So I go. I stand there and I'm talking to him, and I lash out. There's nothing I could do. I lashed out about him and his doings. I lashed out about his brother. He almost killed me, and I was gonna leave. And then he looking up to the house, not the lighthouse, but the house. Alice is there with Winston Walker, and he forced them to come down to the lighthouse. I told them to leave, Senor Dark. I told them after they seen the whole thing with my cousin to just leave, to go back to the city. But they stayed and they lingered. And when they lingered, Senor Dark got upset. I mean, Senor Bones got upset and he called them over. So now we're all inside of the lighthouse. There's skulls everywhere. It's cold. And he tells Winston, he says, Winston, stab Alice or I'm gonna kill the both of you. Winston look at him and he says, no, I'm not doing any of your bidding anymore. I'm not doing any of your deals. He said, this isn't a deal, this is a command. Winston still doesn't do it. Then I see Senor Bonk pull out a crazy looking dagger, something I've never seen before. And he stabbed him right in the neck. It broke my heart because I felt like I should have done something or jumped in or something. There's no way I can just fight this guy. After Winston gets stabbed in the neck, there was just so much blood. He couldn't even say nothing. He couldn't do nothing. And then he looking at Alice and he smiled and he started walking to her. And I say, don't do it. He's like, why shouldn't I? And I just told him I care too much about Alice. Let's make a deal, is what I told him. And he smiled even bigger after that. He let, without making a deal there, no terms, no nothing. I just said, we will make a deal. He let me walk out with Alice that day. I don't know if you know too much about Alice, but she's a big piece in all of this. I can tell you more about her later. The next day, I was expecting to get a call. To get a call from Senor Bonk and to discuss what this deal was going to consist of. But a close friend of mine, his name is Frederick White. Fred go down there that same day and he get me out of my deal by making another fucking deal. A deal that nothing was discussed yet. When Fred told me this, I was pissed. Fred is like he's my very close friend, but I like to call him my brother. He does anything for me, I'll do anything for him. Once Fred made that deal, there was a list of names that he had to pretty much hurt those people. I couldn't let him do it on its own. So I helped him. You might want to slap handcuffs on me or whatever, but I'm just telling you this because I feel like I should tell you this. It's what I wanted us to do when I first talked to you. I still want to do that, but how am I supposed to do that when everybody that I was working with, besides Freg and Alice, betray me? They use the information to make books out of it and give it to random people in the city. How am I supposed to trust people when they just go over to Norman and anything that I tell them, they just tell Norman because they're scared?
I think you need to
So
talk to Edgar.
he's not the same.
That might be so. But I'll tell you this, Benny. I've been there where Edgar was. Where I think Fred is too. And I don't think I was there very long. But look at me. I'm half the man I was. I don't know how long I've got left. Just imagine what that would do to Edgar, who was there. How long? A month? 2 months? You gotta be lucky he's even alive. But don't take it for granted. You might not remember things now, but well, that kind of thing takes time. But what he does remember is he cares about Fred. And he's trying to get him back. I just spoke to him about it, so maybe you should go do the same.
You spoke to him about that?
Yeah.
He brought it up to me and he asked, what are people doing about it? And I told him I think I'm the only one that's still trying. The mission's the same. Sure, I want Freg back, same way I wanted my cousin back. But if I can get rid of... I don't even know if that's possible anymore. There's one more thing I gotta try to do. But after I do it, I really think there's no coming back. It's not making a deal. It's not... I don't even know if I can say it out loud. Maybe one day I'll tell you, but I just can't say it now.
And whatever you plan on doing, just keep this in mind. It's not just Norman or his brother that we're going to be dealing with anymore. I think we're very close to seeing a couple more.
You're so right about that. So right. Keep fucking forgetting. I think my cousin called me. I'm gonna see.
I'll take you up there, don't worry.
If you don't mind me asking, Senor Dark, when you talk about the place, how long do you feel like you were there for?
I don't think time is exactly applicable to that place, but I was in hospital at the time. And I didn't have any doctors running to check on me, so I don't think it was very long. But it felt like a long time.
When you got back to walking and living your, I guess if this is normal, but just living your day to day, did you also suffer from remembering things?
No. I don't know whether that's fortunate or unfortunate. But I can tell you that memory is not an unusual thing to be changed when coming back from that place. You want to get changed, or you happy?
Yeah, I want to get change. You're gonna see me like this and then you're gonna get disappointed. Thanks, hold on. Well, Senor Dark, I don't know if you're still gonna be around, but after I talk to him, I'd love to catch up some more about what you got going on or what has been going on. If not, I could see you tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Hey, I'll even wake up early.
You stay out of trouble. That was it. We haven't run into Benny since we spoke about that book back in the day with the Edgar situation. Yeah, there's some good RP that night, man. And then there's the Barrack stuff too. But it's kind of a long one, and I don't want to sit here just doing reruns all day. So while I was watching that, I wrote up a TLDR for the report. So we spoke to Barrack first. Hold on, let me do this first. So Dark and Barrack, I'm gonna upload both of these to YouTube today, so that you guys can watch them later. I might actually be able to do it now, but I might wait till after the stream. So we went and spoke to Barrack first, off the record, down at the beach. And Dark was basically like, listen, bud, you know how this fucking looks, dude. Is everything good? Are you okay? And Barrack was like, yeah, man, I'm good. Though he did say that there was an indication that Barrack was feeling quite lonely. Maybe didn't have people to talk to properly. Then he also said that for a long time he felt pressured into doing things. Didn't really elaborate. But along with the conversation that we had with Matt when it was remember how Matt said that in his conversation with Beric had said that he'd been given a second lease on life, but had to do something. And then with us talking to Beric and him suggesting that he felt pressure to do things, I don't know what that is. He stated that for a while he kind of sat on the fence when it came to, I guess, morals and ethics and good and bad and crime and justice, law and chaos, I guess. He said he sat on the fence just to peek over at the other side, but he's firmly back where he started. He said he's back, you know, on the good side, I guess. And so Doc was like, okay, man, listen, you know, anything changes, anyone threatens you or anything, just let us know. That was the off the book. And then we went and had the interrogation. And I don't think Beric was particularly pleased at first when I mentioned, you know, Miranda and lawyers and shit. But look, I did this tiny URL. I didn't realize you can customize it. Look at that. So basically, we started asking him some questions. He said that he and two other judges would take Edgar's bail hearing, but only he and Ava Devereux made it. And he said that the house arrest was a compromise because law enforcement didn't want, you know, bail to happen. He said he was hopeful that it didn't have to last the whole time, which I thought was interesting because he was the one who decided it, right? Apparently it was Judge Devereux that suggested the house arrest, not him. And then Beric expanded on it. He said that everyone should get a hearing, regardless, for it when it comes to bail. Everyone should get their day in court. And then as for Lang, he wasn't originally involved, but he considered the house arrest situation over the weekend. Then when Monday came around, or whatever day it was, he wasn't requested because Sean Danielson was already on the case. And he kind of entered on his own accord. Right? Nobody requested a hearing. So the prosecution nor the defense requested a hearing. Beric did. So like Beric organized this hearing without request. And it was at the bail, and Dark asked him, like, I heard that Lang didn't want bail. So why was he given bail, and why was he given these conditions if he didn't want bail? And I think the question Dark asked was, you know, if someone doesn't want bail, why, in what capacity should the judiciary go against their wishes, the defendant's wishes? And he didn't have an answer. He didn't have an answer. Like, he was silent for, like, a good 15, 20 seconds before answering. He said that Opal was happy for the house arrest with being with Edgar. I think she suggested the location. Then when it came to the concerns that V and Aaron had brought up, he said that he heard them, but he didn't take them seriously. And he recognized that it was a mistake, and he apologized. Then I asked him about the conflict that he might have had with Edgar. He admitted that Edgar kidnapped and tortured him back in January with or for the Faceless. Beric had taken a personal interest in Edgar and wanted to know what happened to him. I imagine this is specifically in regards to his time in Purgatory. Said he doesn't hold any ill will. He doesn't resent Edgar or anything like that, which is difficult to grasp. But at the same time, would Dark do the same thing? Probably. The kidnapping and torture was a cause of him losing his arm. Yup. And then he said, to avoid any concerns or conflict, he requested the other judges be present for a panel for Edgar's hearing. And obviously, only one of them could turn up. So he tried to avoid the conflict of interest. Then when it came to the extension, he was aware about him being kidnapped, and so he felt it better for Edgar to be in police custody. Basically, what Edgar had mentioned. But when asked specifically, did Edgar request this or did anybody request this? He said no. This was all him. Barrett did this on his own. He said he'd been meeting up with Edgar to speak with him on a personal level. Was friends with his cousin, Benny. But when directly asked, he said that all of his decisions were his own. No one influenced him, no one threatened him, no one did nothing. So it was just Barrick acting on his own. And that's what he said. Now, when you watch this, which I guess you could watch it right now if you had this link and you've typed it in. It's just an unlisted video. It's an hour long, I think. But Craig was in the observation room. And when Doc and Craig spoke afterwards, it was very much... He was, like, thinking about his answers very carefully. Like, he was taking his time to make sure everything he says is what he wants to say. And then obviously with him not answering about Lang's thing, there was an element of both Dark and Craig that was like, he's not telling us everything. Or he's trying to hide things. Which was not great. You know, for Dark. Because, like, I think Craig had said, like, when someone's telling the truth, they're like, yep, here we go. Like, here's all the information. I might speak pretty fast, and, you know, I'm going to tell you everything because it's the truth. And, you know, I know what I did, and it's the truth, and I've got nothing to hide, so I'm just going to speak, and I'm going to tell you everything. With Barrick, it was very much like, yes, I extended Edgar's thing, and then he'd go on, like, these tangents that were, like, he'd lose his train of thought, and he'd, like, be talking about things that weren't in relation to the question. Basically, not great. Basically, not great. Would be the TLDR of Barrick's interrogation. Yeah, Dark definitely feels bad for him, too. 100%. Dark feels bad for him. Yes. I also just gave the faceless their fucking subpoena notice while I was... You know what? It's kind of nice doing reruns, man. Because I get to just, like, do all the boring paperwork shit in the background. You guys get to, like, watch some cool stuff and some good RP. It's great. Sorry. I was just messaging Jam. He seemed to have good intentions, but life kind of screwed him over. That's kind of a story for a lot of these ex-cops, dude. It's kind of like a running theme, huh? I hope Barrick doesn't fucking turn, dude. What do I say? Oh yeah, Doc. I need to message Doc. Update with the interrogation of Barrick. All right, I need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be back in sec chat. and we'll be back and we'll get into some RP stuff. I am return. Wait. Was Autumn Hope somebody I need to speak to? Who was it? Rose Thorn. Fuck. It's like yeah, the dance is fucked. You know what I'm pumped for? When I get my new PC, I'm gonna do some. I genuinely really want to. Like, I've really been enjoying. Like, I know it sounds so strange, but like being off stream and recording it, and then like rerunning it, but like having more control over like the music and everything, what gets played, is a lot of fun. I'll be honest. So I'm kind of excited when I get my new PC to really kind of pump out some vids, some videos, and see what I can do. Especially with I'd mix in some machinima stuff, you know. So I'll have to refigure out that from my old trailer making days. But I think we could cook something up. It's just, you know what the issue will always be is fucking time, dude. Time, man. I don't have it. There isn't enough hours in the day for me to do everything I want to do. We try Atomful? 100%, dude. I will absolutely do an Afterfall stream. I have looked at PCs. I was actually up late, kind of late last night, doing some research. So I'm likely gonna get it ordered this week. Not this week, Saturday. We'll see. But yes, 100%. Oh my god, Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, dude. Yeah, I'll be honest, right now it's a bit tricky with the PC, and I think it's going to be much more expensive than I expected. And the reason for that is the GPU market's kind of fucked. GPU market's really fucked right now. Yeah. Do I need to say more? Well, for those of you who aren't like PC people or anything, basically, especially because I want to get a pre-built as well. Like, I have to realistically, I have to get an NVIDIA card because when I stream, I use my graphics card. So I use this encoding, video encoding called NVENC, which is like NVIDIA's thing. And like, if you try and stream using AMD, I looked into it, and their encoders are kind of garbage, and it doesn't look as good. And obviously, I want my stream to look good, right? So I need to encode using NVIDIA. So then you get to NVIDIA cards, and then you've got this new 5000 range, which is expensive. It's good, but like the price per performance is not great. Like, it's really not good. And then you've got the 40, the 4000 series, which is good, but like, good luck finding a 4090 or a 4080, especially in a pre-build. Like, 4090s are non-existent, and fucking you have to take out a small loan of $1 million to buy one. And then 4080s, I could get them. They're expensive, but not in a pre-built. Like, the pre-built websites, especially in the UK, I'm sure it's different in the US. I wonder if I think they have Stag, but I'm not 100%. So the likelihood is, what I'm really looking at right now is either a 4080 build that isn't gonna be as good, because the builds that I saw were like not great when it came to like everything else. Like, the memory was slower, it was a slower or older CPU. Or I go and kind of bite the bullet and get a 50 series, probably like a 5070, which is still really good, but it's expensive. Like, the price, like I said, the price per performance is not great. I would ask people experience. I'm not inexperienced. And I don't think a lot of people are going to be able to give me advice on pre-builds. I have considered doing a dual PC setup, yeah. Yeah, basically, Prox, I think because of the 50 series being so expensive, everybody's purchased up the 40 series, and then you have the fucking tariff situation, which is adding to the stupidity. But yeah, I'm also thinking of that, Rome, is I'm thinking about getting a 50 series because I haven't upgraded my PC, especially my graphics card in, I can't remember when was the last time we did this. GTX 1080 release. When did this get released? Because I bought it pretty early. 2016. So I've got a 9-year-old card. So I haven't updated my graphics card in 9 years. I haven't updated my CPU in probably 5 or 6 years. So kind of like investing for the future, I guess, is probably what's running through my head. So it's a bit of it's a tricky one. As for like CPUs though, CPUs are great. I'll be honest, like the AMD CPUs right now, I'm super fucking impressed, man. Like the X3D like line and things like that. No, the only thing that's wrong about my specs is the CPU. I didn't update the CPU because I've got an AMD Ryzen 5 3600, I think. Everything else is the same. Actually, that's a lie. Wow, I haven't updated that in a while. I'll update that. Yeah, I also don't have a Blue Yeti microphone anymore, and I have a new mouse, but that's only recently. Yeah, AMD's like been really great. Like, I've had an AMD CPU for a while, because my 1080 was getting bottlenecked. So honestly, I'm looking at like the Ryzen 7 X3D line, whether it's like, I can't remember the exact thingies, but that should be pretty good as like a balance for gaming and streaming. And then I'm considering keeping my old PC I'm gonna keep my old PC for now, and then I'm considering a dual PC setup. But I kind of want to test my new PC first, you know, just to see like, do I actually need to do a dual PC setup? I think maybe like down the line when GTA 6, like I can stream it on this PC. You know, it's not great, but I can do it. So if I'm upgrading to like something that's like mid to high end, I should fucking hope that I'll be able to stream on that with no issues. All right, let's go get some grub.
Look out! Christ.
Okay. But yeah, I'm pumped for whatever one I get. It's gonna be, you know, so much better than the one I have fucking currently. What time zone am I in? Right now I'm in BST, normally GMT. I want to get one of those XDD chips where I have old gens. That means new CPU, mobile yeah. That would be an investment. I went to look on NZXT because I got my pre-built and the pages are gone. Yep, that's what I mean. Like, literally, I looked at like 4 or 5 different reputable pre-built places in the UK because I didn't want to fucking ship one in or anything. And most of them were like, here's a 4060, here's a 4070, that's it. And then here's the 50 series for mega bucks. I definitely want to order one that's like gonna last me a while, you know? So I am definitely leaning towards the 50 series, but like the 5080, I'll be honest, I fucking read the reviews on the 5080 and like that one ain't worth it, man. That one is really not worth it from what I've seen anyway. The 40 series are on the way out. I hate that though. Like, why would the 40 series like be on its way out already? That seems so silly to me. The 50 series can't run games with physics? How do you mean? Oh, who's that? Arthur? Maybe?
Hey, Dark.
What's going on, mate?
Let me guess, you need...
I do. I am here for food.
I am restocking, but I can serve you a few combos.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you, mate. I'll just get like 3 combos with nachos and a soda. Please, if you wouldn't mind. NVIDIA physics.
Yep,
oh, okay. When they can't run that? Ain't no way.
Someone decided to open the store and never even restocked anything.
Oh, it's not great. How's things anyway? Anything interesting?
Not really. Just woke up, came to work.
I haven't paid it.
Oh, it's on the register whenever you're ready.
Okay. It is?
Yeah.
Okay, you might have to redo it.
No, I got it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright, I appreciate it, mate. You take it easy.
No worries.
Extra 32-bit software that runs... Wait, really? Why? That's so silly.
Hello. What can I get for you?
But if I want to play like fucking Borderlands 2, man, I'll just boot up my old PC, I guess. I did look at like I said, I looked at like there's a new AMD card that looks really good. I think it's like the 9070 XT or something. That looks like a really good card. And if I wasn't a streamer, I would buy that one and I'd get a build with that in it. Because, like, for the price and what it's like equivalent to like a 4080, I think. But it's only like, it's like a hell of a lot cheaper. But I'm a streamer. I can't really afford lower quality when it comes to encoding and shit, which is, it sucks. Get the AMD card and keep this shit. This issue though is like, I don't know whether I want to do dual PC set, because all I've heard about dual PC setups is like it's a fucking pain in the ass, and I don't know whether I want to add another pain in the ass to my shit right now. Yeah, I think games we're gonna play. I want to play Atomfall 100%. Honestly, playing fucking Baldur's Gate on ultra settings is very, very exciting. Hey
mate, what's
Hello, Abby. How are you?
existing? You know how it can.
Damn, that's a mood there. Okay.
Yeah.
What you been up to? Hey, what's that? What about that? Craig told me about that case you solved the other day with the cop doing some shit. What was that about?
Oh yeah. Not a lot. I just got a call saying someone got sent a whole murder report, and it was dated for like the day before, and I'm like, okay, this is fucking weird. So I threw it.
Who was murdered there?
I don't remember the name, but I know it was Remy's investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was like a whole autopsy and shit linked to it, so I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Yeah.
Do you know what's happened with the guy, the cop?
No idea. I think Craig's handling it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll have a
I don't
look
know.
into it.
I'm kind of out of the loop with it now.
Okay. Well, I guess while we're both around, you need anything? You all okay with everything? I mean, I spoke to Craig and said he said you might be on the way out, which I wasn't too happy to hear about.
That's crazy.
What?
That's crazy. Nah, Craig's full of shit. Don't listen to him.
What you mean? I think you just, you think you're just worried about it, yeah?
No, it's fine. It's fine. You know, it's fine. I'm not going anywhere.
Are you feeling all right? I'm glad to hear you're at the hospital.
Yeah, feeling great. You know, feeling wonderful.
Hey. So what happened at the shootout? Obviously, I didn't turn up till afterwards, but
I'll be honest, I know about as much as you do. I heard nearly all the cops were down, so I'm like, okay, do you want help? And they're like, yeah, we want help. And then, you know, I just went to go shoot people and they shot me.
damn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I think, I'll be honest, I think if we weren't there, Abby, they would have had a tricky time. So, you know.
Honestly, I think so, you know.
Yeah.
We keep it together, you know. The
We
marshals,
do,
what
we
we
do.
do.
We
Yeah.
turn out and we're on top of our fucking game. That's what it is, shit.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. Okay, well, listen, if you need anything at all, just give me a call, all right?
Yeah, no stress, Richard. Have a good night.
You too, bye-bye. Good night. What fucking time zone is she living in? We're worth it in the long run having a dual PC setup. Yeah, you're probably right, 100%. And it might also make it a hell of a lot easier with transferring all my data and shit like that if I just keep it all on this PC. It's definitely something I'm considering, but I'm focusing on one thing at a time right now because, you know, dad brain is definitely like multitask. What's that? So I'm like, okay, let's focus on the PC, and then you can think about dual PC afterwards. Oh my god, yeah, I've got to look into AC. I'm gonna get AC for this summer. Oi, oi, oi. This new PC is probably gonna be fucking like a radiator, man. Okay, I need to FA quit because I can't see things.
Right on.
Not right on, buddy. The fuck? Do I know what PC? Not 100% yet. I got a pretty good idea. Got a pretty good idea what I'm going to be looking at. Two pieces in your office this summer. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Oh my god, yeah, you're right. One thing I need to do this time around is I'm gonna not put my PC on the floor, I don't think, because it gets really dusty. I think I'm gonna try that as well, because I think it was probably an issue with my PC is that it gets pretty dusty. I'm gonna try and keep it on my desk somehow. All deals in the older ones? Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Del Rico, but the issue is everybody's fucking snatched them up already. I think it was yeah, it's still in my fucking thingamabob ready to go. What am I trying to say? I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't. Really? Yeah. Like I'm getting a pre-built. Oh my god, my brain's not functioning this morning. I'm getting a pre-built because I don't have the time nor the brain capacity to build a PC right now. But with all the pre-builts, none of them have the good the good cards from the 40 series, and then all the 50 series are fucking expensive. You could change out the card with a second-hand one. I could, but then the issue is like, when you buy a pre-built, you're spending money on like, you know the shit's gonna work, you know, out the fucking box. You don't have to worry about like the size of the case or the motherboard or anything. It's already fucking pre-configured. That's kind of what I'm expecting to pay some more money on, you know? Yeah, I've been looking at those. There we go, yeah. Scan is a new one, actually. What's Scan? Scan PC. Oh, I haven't seen this one. Let's have a look. Some of these websites are fucking garbage, man. Yeah, I mean, oh wait, these guys, there's no way they have a 4090. No, they don't. Yeah, I was gonna say, I literally just looking at this website, the Scan website, it's like, here's a 4060, here's a 4070, here's a 4060 Ti, no 4080s, no 4090s. Which is, like, I wasn't necessarily thinking I was gonna get a 4090, but 4080 was like what I was thinking about. And then it goes straight up to 5070, 5080, 5090. Yeah, I've looked at PC Specialist, Overclocked. Overclockers UK, I think that's what it is. And then Cyberpower as well. And then I can't remember the other one I looked at. Yeah, PC Specialist fucking banging. That's where I got Corky's PC from a few years back. And yeah, it was 10 out of 10. You see 48s? I can't see any 48s. I'll have a look later. I didn't realize I haven't seen Scam before, so I'll have a look at that later. Sure. But yeah, I'm excited, dude. I've been thinking about getting this PC because I'm like, my PC is dying and I need to, like, for streaming purposes, I need a new and better PC to keep me going for another, 5-6 years if fucking necessary. But I didn't really consider, like, oh shit, I get a new PC and then I'm going to be able to play games that, like, at good quality for a change and not, like, here's medium to low settings. I was just thinking about GTA and, like, all the crashes and potato-ness that we get. But, like, it's going to let us do a lot more on stream. Cyberpower had 4090s. Yeah, I don't think anywhere has 4090s right now. Tricky. You'd have to get into Act 3 of Baldur's Gate with 0 lag. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that, dude. Act 3 of BG3 with no lag. Damn. If you see a 4090, all right, thank you, Derek. The issue with the 4090 is it's going to be like, you're looking at like a 3-4 grand PC at that point because the 4090s are so expensive. I don't think I'm able to get a PC like that. Insult? Is that the new like Sims game? Is that game? I mean, I guess, you know, maybe once I get my new PC, we could try something like that, I guess, if you want. I have to go back through my fucking catalog. Cyberpunk, dude. Cyberpunk with frames? Can you imagine? I want to like that, but they use AI? What do they use AI for? A good computer can't even run that game. Wait, is it really intensive? All I've heard was that you could run over kids in that game. Like, you could run over children or something. And so they patched it out. And then I guess modders patched it back in. Generative IE... I'm reading too many things at once. Generative AI for some of the customization stuff. Oh. Yeah, that's not great. Oh, it's something you turn on, so you can turn it off? Okay, that's interesting. You recently got a newer PC and crashed several... Oh, God, okay. It's definitely not a game that, like, jumps out to me as like, oh, fuck, I gotta play that, man. But if you guys wanted to see it, I guess we can try it. I really want Cyberpunk RP to be a thing. I did see that they've got a Cyberpunk multiplayer mod now. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, there's like Cyberpunk multiplayer now, which is kind of cool. They use full body mocaps? Really? Yeah, all I've heard is like, it's like 10 times better than Sims. There's something like that is what I heard. Yeah, there's a mod for Cyberpunk multiplayer, yeah. I don't know 100% the details. I just saw like a clip of it. And there was like a couple of people driving around in Cyberpunk. Is it like the Skyrim multiplayer? I have no idea, man. I've never played Skyrim multiplayer. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Prox. Like, I stopped playing Cyberpunk because, like, I had to run it on, like, low settings, and even then it was, like, not great, you know? But, like, if I could play Cyberpunk and, like, have it look like Cyberpunk's supposed to, dude. Kirby's dealing drugs with Doc. Hello? What? What the fuck is this? Hello? That's fucked. Was he playing Schedule 1? No, Lily. I wonder if she's done any work on the thing. I need to try and get a faceless subpoena sorted. I'm contemplating writing